Alright. Hello guys. Oof. Oh. Right. Great. No FF Rebirth today. A little bit of a break. I mean, we'll be back to it next Monday, I believe. But I mean, doesn't mean that I'm not playing it when I'm not streaming. It is what it is. What happened? Okay. There's a shoe here. Yeah, what happened to... Yeah, what happened on the... It's Madame to spell special exhibit. Yes, it is. It's not my doing, Naruto. Yeah, what happened to the old policeman? You do seem to run into the same people. That's what I said. I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything I can do, you know? Where was I last time? Where was I last time? Experimental stage? Hello, Yumi? Is this someone? Yes. Mine. Mine. Whoops. Should I go over here? Seems like there's nothing wrong, so. You, hello, Shadow. Thank you, thank you. Birthday spankings? I mean, you might find it hard to spank. As in, you have a hard time finding my butt, so I don't have any. I mean, unless you want to spank somewhere else, then by all means. I don't have an ass. My ass is flat, non-existent. I mean, all my fats went into the belly, that's what it is. Don't seem like there's anything else I could. I want to see how we went there. What do we... But first, I already did all the conversation. Ooh. Thing opened up. Oh! I'd like to help you out, but I can't. What is shoo? Yes. Yeah, that doesn't seem like anything I can do though. Should I move to the crystal tower? Crystal tower maybe? There's a giant balloon up there. I mean, it certainly looks like they are more than 30 feet up. Because apparently they're only like, what, 30 feet? Which is not that high. It's like, what, 5-6 story high? And they definitely seem much higher. Picture. Oh. Can I go there? The gods giving us a warning. Man must travel under his own steam, not cut corner with instantaneous kinesis. I would like to have instantaneous kinesis. Imagine how far we can go. Like instantaneous and boom! Planet Mars dies immediately because of the having no air. Boom! Goes to, you know, I don't know, Neptune. Dies from the immense pressure over there. Okay, what do we do? Seems like there's not much I can do. Can I go up there? Yeah, about 30 feet. I mean, if the balloon were 30 feet high, it would hit the experimenters. Shoot. Where the heck do we go now? I don't know what to do here. Where to investigate? Alright, doesn't seem like it's here. Already talked to everything that he has to say. No. Wooden birdcage. I could actually examine. Meters high. The victim inside into the crystal causing damage to the face, so it fell straight down. Then why is it broken on his side? I guess the blunt force of it breaks stuff. What kind of contraption is this? Big. The oil on it, I know. Is that a PlayStation button? There's absolutely nothing over here. What do I do? Something that I did not examine? Domes. Leave him wide open to attack. I'm quite sure I could see him off. With a Susato takedown and then Susato squash and the final is Susato smash, yo. She too strong. Don't demonstrate! Take me out. It's the one with the big name that's supposed to be the killer. The bathtub at the back has no particular significance. To show that the killer also worked in a bathhouse, peddling. Okay. Well, nothing of particular interest. Oh. I present? No, I cannot even present anything to her. Alright, no problem, Shadow. You have a good day. You have a good night. What am I? So lost. There's nothing here. It's going soon. Nothing. Huh. Every single one of the Avenger of homes blossom from this very machine. Oh, Thunderbird. Get spammed? I'm not gonna get spammed. Where the heck do I go? Man. Like I said, you guys gonna have a hard time spanking me. That's what you want. Because if you can find an ass on me, then you must be, you know, making some form of discovery because I don't have internet. Yo, where am I going? I'm going in circle now. What is that? And he doesn't say anything. Stay. It's Andrew, my faithful friend. How have you been? Are you alright? Nobody's mistreating you. No one's gonna mistreat this. Scarlet? Scarlet is gonna die, so... What do you want me to do with a dead girl? I mean, is there iteration where Scarlet doesn't die? Maybe in this version, none of them die. Director Palmer, Annenberg, Scarlet, Hojo? I mean, Hojo would be hard though. Maybe Elena? Well, we know Elena doesn't die. I mean, none of the thugs die. As you can see from a bench shooter. You rather Ares survive? She might survive. We just don't know yet. I mean, we know that we are in an alternate universe. That's not even a question. Things that happened did not happen in the earlier version. Especially with Zack, though. Zack is a big mystery. Because with all iteration we had before, Zack already died before he reaches Midgard. That's the sad story about Zack. But now we know in Rebirth that Zack actually made it. So the question is why? And how? I mean, Zack managed to kill all the little troopers, Shinra's troopers, with clouds on his back. How the heck did he do that? Oh, in this alternate universe, he actually did not fight but sneaking his way past Midgard. Oh. So many questions. Also, you know, Ares getting stabbed already happened. In the Rebirth, at least in Remake and Rebirth, already happened. It just seems like, you know, it's an alternate universe, or either that or they went back in time with Whisper. Because Cloud and Ares totally saw her own demise. But anyway, the mystery can continue a little bit on. I'm pretty sure, you know, there are a lot of people who already have finished. Maybe not have all the answers, because we need to wait for the third part of FF. I don't even know how to call it. Survive one time. But the problem is we don't have the Arbiter of Fate. Arbiter of Fate is already done. We kill Arbiter of Fate, so Fate is no longer there. Hence the Whisper, the existence of Whisper. I would say that the Whisper, you know, is coming up because of the disappearance of Arbiter of Fate. I mean, Whisper messes with, you know, a lot of stuff. Memories, different courses of things. I mean, remember, in Remake, they make more of a big deal of Whisper. So far, we do not see any Whisper, but Whisper, things... seems like a phenomenon that happens whenever there is a disturbance in the course of history. And the erases memory part of the reason why, because it, you know, destiny or fate deviated somewhere, or have branches in the courses of fate, so to speak. Whisper appears at that very moment. And that's why at the final confrontation of Remake, Sephiroth was there, with a lot of, you know, whispers. But I mean, I'm surprised that I have not seen Whisper anymore in Rebirth. But we should see them. Ryotaro takedown is reserved. And where do I go though? I'm missing something. I mean, either way, tomorrow I'm not gonna stream it, even though I'm gonna, you know, play a little bit of Rebirth. But that's because I want to do the side quest and move on from then on. I mean, all those side quests are or mini games. I mean, this game, you know, FF Rebirth has so many mini games. Like seriously daunting the amount of mini games they have. So I still need to spend quite a bit of time to ace those mini games. Do I have to do it? No. Is it worth it? Yeah, maybe. Just for that, you know, little accessories and stuff. No, I'm not gonna trim all my FF7 Rebirth, otherwise I don't have time. I don't have time to do my thing. Don't forget, even if I'm playing on my own, I'm allowed to do, you know, other stuff. Doing chores and whatnot. And then peppers and go away. It would not be a very interesting stream since, you know, first of all, minigames is a lot of me spamming the same thing over and over again, and the second of all, I'll be moving quite a bit left, right. You know, during a stream, I tend to not, you know, stop as much as I do. When I'm doing mini game, like, you know, I stop because my hand cramps, go to the washroom, come back, get a juice, go there, do a little other stuff, come back to the mini game. So most of the stream it will be me awake. Now the question is now, where do I go? I'm totally stuck in this game now. It might be interesting. How is that interesting? Of me disappearing? Disappearing from sight? How is that? Like I said, I've been disappearing quite a bit. Definitely. Okay. And being famous? I don't think so. I mean, I'm not doing anything special. I mean, YouTube algorithm you do favor a lot of, you know, videos. Doing 20 minutes, you know, 10-20 minutes videos and whatnot, that's what YouTube is good. Now, if you do those kind of things while sticking to the same form of material, then yeah, you have a chance of getting famous. But if you do like me, like just stream because, you know, for the sake of having fun, might be a tough choice. But either way, that's something. Okay, what is it? Unless, you know, YouTube decided to give me a birthday gift and give me, you know, 1 million subs. There we go. Out of nowhere. I highly doubt it. I think YouTube or anyone at YouTube company. So I'll do something illegal in there. Posting my butt pics. What is your birthday gift? What about my birthday gift? Get a spank. I owe you one? Since when is that mandatory? Ah, okay. Oh. Where am I missing something? Sephiroth? I give her Scarlet. You want Scarlet? Oh, I know who I'm gonna give you, Professor. Absolutely. No. X-Men 90 Cider, he is hot. Magneto? I already gave Josh. Dirty old smudge on the back. Sephiroth? Oh, she's gonna show me where. Are you sure I don't smell nothing? No, wouldn't mean that you should smell it. Toby! Oh, Doggo. She wants another cat? Joshi is a cat. Oh, Doggo! You can use Joshi as a cat. Or Doggo. Oh no, Yumi. The boss before next week. No new pet at this time. Take your time. Leave it to me. Alright, it was about the oil that the doggo has to smell. Let's go! I mean, I'll take the doggo, you stay here, Gina. I go strip? No. My body has not been, you know, beach ready for like my entire life actually. Besides, Yumi has a boyfriend right now, so you know. Yes, I know you were talking about Magneto. Who's Magento? Who's Magento? Are you talking Magneto or Magento? Like magnetic? The one that, you know, controls magnetics? I mean, that might be a color, you know, character called Magento. I don't know all the X-Men characters. Yes, the one that controls magnets? Yeah. Okay, the younger version, not the old version, right? Because 97 was the old version. Right? Hmm? Wasn't it the old version? No, I'm confused. A goddamn stupid film. It's 2000. I don't want the 2000 one. Oh, that was the first one, 2000? So X-Men 97 is... Survival of the shouldn't be old. Matter. I got the dog. Where do I go? Till 97. Oh, I can only move from here. Husbell? Is that where we go? Oh, works. I like to turn on my heels and go straight home. Gosh. So how are you T-Fi these Magneto? Shouldn't you be you Professor X? I feel like these two like have something going on, you know what I mean? And they are friends for a long time too. Frenemies afterwards, and then after that friends. Like one of those characters, Magneto, that, you know, beats the shit out of Professor X, but at the same time he's like, I'm the only one that can beat you, no one else can. So if someone else gotta, you know, try to find troubles with you, I'll beat the shit out of him. Control duties. I love his friend. I mean, I never knew, like, who's Magneto's girlfriend? I mean, obviously he has some relationship somewhere, otherwise they won't get, you know, won't get any child. Which is Scarlet Witch and the Silver Surfer. How is that the Quicksilver? Susanna, the Wasp, Captain Lee Forrester, Rogue, Briar Rayleigh, Mystique as well. Oh, did they put Charles Xavier? A best friend, I know, mutant, I believe in mutant supremacy. Magda. I mean, Magda, it's Magneto's first. Or Auschwitz. Which is the mother of Wanda, Pietro Maximoff. It is I, Sholmes! I mean, Wanda is quite something, isn't she? I mean, in the MCU, my favorite characters is Scarlet Witch, Wanda. Out of all the characters, I mean, not Black Widow. I don't care about Black Widow. A lot of people like Black Widow or Thor. I don't care. Give me Wanda. You need to cosplay as her, then you'll be the child of Magneto. And if your boyfriend is Magneto, we have a problem. Ew! You mean no! No! Don't triple dot me! It is what it is! It's canon that, you know, Wanda is the good, you know, the daughter of Magneto. I don't care about the MCU, but I mean somewhere down, you know, it is. Not according to the film, no. There are multiple universes, yes, but still. I mean, even in the comic, it's like, he can be Vision. That would be more. I mean, even in the comic, there are, you know, places that, you know, even Billy and whatnot, who will be, you know, the survivor after the apocalypse. What is his name? The one that never was. Anyway, he will become another, you know, supreme being, the child of Wanda. Kind of like a magical construct. There are some universe where it exists. That we see it in universe. I mean, even Vision is a little bit like a magical construct. I mean, Billy and Tommy, yes. But in other universe, Billy and Tommy do exist. And where I'm talking purely from a MCU perspective, they do exist in universe. In fact, you know, Scarlet Witch Wanda Maximoff specifically says that it is the probably one, if not the only universe that there are no child. She does not have any child. So she has to do the entire thing in the WandaVision to make Billy. Which is a little bit weird as to what the reason is. And hence why in the multiverse of madness she has to go to take over another body of Wanda Maximoff. Well, take her place, of course. Alright, you have a good rest. Enoch or drop. A swindler and an engineer are quite the modern man. The Conjurer of Sword 2 with considerable knowledge of stage magic. We really need to lock it in before the trial resumes tomorrow morning. I have idea of what to do couple cosplay. I don't do Magneto with Scarlet Witch, that is wrong. Wow, you are the one who says that it's easy for you to be Scarlet Witch, and then I mentioned it afterward that, you know, that's a little bit weird. I mean, you could if you want to show another form of love, but still weird. Yes. I mean, Scarlet Witch is my favorite of all MCU characters, yes. I mean, there's just something, you know, that she's not, you know, pure evil, but at the same time, she's not also pure. You know, white. I mean, there's a lot of character like that in MCU, but she just, like, you know, specifically have a tragic beginning and tragic end to it. I mean, Hawkeye's a little bit like an anti-hero somewhat. I mean, Venom, I wouldn't necessarily consider him to be in the MCU yet, but he is somewhat of an anti-hero. There's part of it, you know, even, you know, Black Widow is somewhat of a anti-hero type of character. Loki is another one. But at the same time, you know, none of them do have that kind of, you know, strong, tragic beginning and, you know, tragic end. I mean, at least not at the top of my head. I mean, I guess Magneto, someone does have a tragic beginning. Would I say tragic end though? I mean, he does not have an ending. That it was murder, and you examine Kazuma's body. Did he die? That's a question indeed, and wherein lies the problem? We met him earlier today, the victim, Kazuma Asogi. Did he really die? You're quite sure? He was wearing some sort of mask and was apparently suffering from amnesia, but yes, I'm quite sure. It was Kazuma-sama. So Kazuma Asogi did not die? You must have known at the time, Mr. Shown, that he wasn't actually dead. Is that the truth? I can only assume I was swept up in the murderous atmosphere at the moment. But the fellow wasn't dead at all? I suppose that performance would pass muster. I would now tell you something of the force importance, my dear fellow. Great detective are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that. Please, Mr. Jones. Tell me the truth. Tomorrow in court, you will find yourself on the thresholds of a very great mystery. For now, I'm afraid that is all I can say. What are you hiding? That is so rude. Everyone is hiding things from me. That's so freaking rude. Why would you do that? Oh, I lost the card. They look the same, so looking at the phone won't be particularly instructive. You should know who that is. What the? This Mr. Showman is hiding a lot of stuff. Will you indulge me? As I explained to you when you arrived, the missing waxwork has been returned, and I personally reinstalled it in the exhibit from which it was taken. It has those thick curtains. Would you like to see it for a mere 5 shilling? That's a special one. Would you like to see the fruit of my labor? Well worth it, really. Is that the same person that is in the photos, but has some wax figure? that it? Right? We could ask Gina to retrieve it from us using a special skill, pickpocketing off police officer and dealing detective. Not to mention demigod prosecutor taking the law into their own hand and chip-loving inspector. Well, chip-loving inspector, a lot of inspectors. Especially donuts. Who doesn't like donuts anyway? Oh gosh, it's missing a head. 139? It's missing a head. It's missing a head. What's the head? Completely incomplete. The nerve of the great dealing detective is far more terrifying than anything else in this place. 139. Where's the head? Clearly it's missing a head. Like all the models in this place, I know it looks like it could start moving at any time, doesn't it? Only it had a head, that is. Okay. His head was chopped off by a guillotine. As this goes. The thief absentmindedly forgot to include the head where he or she returned it to the museum. Is it? That's weird. But there had been some reason why only the head was important. What is this? A piece of broken glass? Wait, broken glass? That shit actually crashed to the crystal tower? So one of the thing was actually a wax figure. I mean, remember in the place where, you know, we're talking about teleportation things, so we have the experiment stage where, you know, people actually saw someone in the birdcage, and the moment there was two explosions, the one explosion that happens on the experimental stage, and the next one happens mid-air in the sky where there is an air balloon, and then boom, something crashed with a victim inside the crystal tower. Now the thing is, because, you know, people saw, you know, the person go onto experimental stage, we eventually, you know, assumed that there were actually two persons. You know, one on the stage that during the explosion actually somewhat disappeared, and then the other one that is reappearing on the crystal tower was actually on the balloon all the time, and it was just dropped off basically, just so that, you know, he'll die from it. Now, the mystery we had earlier was that, you know, the person on the experimental stage, how did it disappear and stuff? And was it even a person? Now, if we have a crystal, well, glass, something that is stuck on this body, it might be that one of the bodies is actually a wax figure, right? Not an actual person. And the one on the balloon might be, you know, actually the real person there, but I don't know anything. Because if this wax figure do have glass short windows on him, perhaps he's the one that actually fell. But then how did the person go from the experimental stage all the way to the crystal tower? Crystal tower, yeah. But why would glass from crystal tower be lodged inside a wax figure? And now we discover this fragment of glass here in this blackboard is just a piece. Cannot be a piece. Is there anything else here? 139? Is there any significance to 139? This part of the exhibit is just disturbing as the rest. It looks so real. Wet overcoat, and he has a large shovel in his shoe. That's What is this? Hammer, huh? Trying to capture the moment that dead body comes back as a ghost. Is this a piece of glass coated in special emulsion that glass? It reacts to the light coming in through the lens. We'll open the cover at the back of the camera, which might. You really do like machinery, don't you? What is this? What the? Gross. A black monocle. It's Enoch a driver. What is this? Falling raid? Welcome raiders. Hello, hello. Now Wally, who is... The hell was missing when the model was returned by the teams? They moving slow? That's not a problem. Or was ball in play? Now this... Toute the suite, as Madame would say, I'll be in grave trouble. Now I want to see who the missing head, where it is. The wax figure. Hello, Bala. It's a graveyard. They pick real event, are they not? And as terrifying as they are, the scene in the other exhibit are believable. But this one... This surely could never really have happened, could it? The graveyard? Thank you for the happy birthday. Come, I educate you a little. Okay, what is that? About the nature of the incident involving the professor 10 years ago. Okay. Hello, Ego. What is the resurrecting? I've told you a little about the professor yesterday. He took the life of 5 victims, every one being either a member of the aristocracy or royalty, all were attacked by enormous hunting crows and had their throats ripped from their bodies. Ooh. Here we go, thank you. That is very, very close. Taking the life of his fifth victim, the killer was apprehended. It was a case of unprecedented magnitude in Britain, you understand. Accordingly, the professor was tried in a close court. No member of the public were permitted. Nobody. Professor's identity was never, as you surmise, my dear fellow, his identity was never made public. Naturally, he was found guilty and was summarily sentenced to death by hanging. He was buried in a grave at Lowgate Cemetery, which adjoins the rear of the prison where he had been held. However, that was not the end of the affair. Hello, Paulin. Thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you. Hello, Kink. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. What were you guys playing? The very night that he was buried, the convicted man came back to life. Really? He clawed his way out of the ground and emerged into the moonlit graveyard. How? He got hanged. The exhibit here depicts that very scene as described by the sole witness of those chilling. There was a witness, but of course my dear fellow was none other than young man in the white robe. Playing satisfactory and Ballin was playing? Why would the quotation? Why with the quotation mark? It did an amazing job at creating some factories that it's satisfactory. What is that game? I don't know about that game. You basically sat and talked to the chat. That's fine too. That is fine. This is pretty much what I'm doing right now. Like with this game. Of course it does not compare to the pace that I am doing whenever I'm playing Splatoon or FF Reaper. Because those games do require you to have more attention to it because of how quick the game goes. 3D. What is that? The convicted professor had been gibbeted and buried, emerged from his grave in the dead of the night. The sole witness to that unimaginable scene was this young man. From appearances, I would say that he was about 20 years old. So quite young. Scared out of his wit, the young driver ran to a nearby police station to report the incident. So why does he have a shotgun? And the sheer terror of what he's seen is said to have turned his hair white Yes, as shown in the photograph we have of him, his hair is completely white. Can you actually scare yourself so much that your hair goes white? I've been hearing that a lot, but is that even a real thing? Bah! Tell me, is that a real thing? It's not like the first time that I'm hearing that, people have such an extreme experience about, whatever emotion they have. Like, it could be either fear or it could be really, sadness, brokenness, depression and stuff. That there are some rare cases that their entire head goes white. Or is that like an urban legend? It's not the first time I'm hearing this. medically speaking, it's not even possible. The public was frantic. Every last detail about the killer will come back to life. As you've seen, an exhibit was even created here at Madame Chastel. But I understand what a man's here. What I don't understand is what Mr. Driver was doing in first place. The lonely graveyard in the middle of the night with a freaking shovel? He was a grave robber. That's what it is. Professor's act of terror threw London's upper class into complete panic 10 years ago. It was a great scandal, one must say, at the very highest level of society. And since the killer's identity was never made public, rumors abounded. After all, no killer had ever been systematically employ a dog as a weapon of murder. Yes, I can imagine the impact the case must have had. Is that the Hound of Baskerville? But in time, of course, the rumor abated. So too did the talk of a shocking witness account of the convict who came back to life. It was forgotten, dismissed as a dubious ghost story, as a preposterous parlor tale. But why did people stop believing it? Well, because it was so unbelievable, because there was no resurrection to speak of, as was established in fact. The police investigated the grave in Lowgate Cemetery and published their findings. The convict's body was found to be buried exactly where it had been following the execution. Must have lied to the police in the newspaper? That would appear to be the only logical explanation. The young man subsequently vanished from society and nothing has been heard of him since. What if he didn't lie? What if they didn't lie? The body was swapped. What happened? The driver's hair is unusually white. If that really did happen overnight as a result of a shock. Yeah, that's the thing. If it was, according to that logic, so shocking that his entire hair got white, then we can see that his hair is white right now. He must have seen something. Why? But what if the police, in order to, appease the mass, actually said that they found a body but was not? Gina, what are you doing here? Ask Iris, and she said this is where you have been, so... Stop shooting! We'll have you take a position and whack work. If you're not careful, I think there might be more pressing concern. Please stop it. Put the gun down. It's a wax figure. What brings you here, Jenna? We found it. We found a dodgy Cove's workshop. Ooh. Just firing into air? I know, right? That girl is so rude. You see the address? I got the boss to write it down. Oh, really? Got the address. We got the address! No. You go. Don't mind me. Being still, your wax figure. I know my place in the exhibit over there as a wax figure. Well, you needed the money. Your word hardens me, I must say, but if I were to shirk my duty here, Madame would have me pay monetary recompense. And Iris didn't play. Oh no! There's not a moment to lose. Whoa. Hello, Light Gazer. Trying to fix your computer? Yeah, Microsoft is a pain. But yesterday I had problem with OBS because of how Windows decided that, you know, they need to do an update, which is fine on its own, but every single time they do an update, it just screws up OBS in every setting that I have. Especially with the net protocol. It's always a problem whenever they do an update. I don't know what it is about Windows Update, but every single time it did a Windows Update, everything goes wrong. Oh no! Gregson! Spectre! What happened to your brow? Sadly not, we didn't find a soul in it. Oh wow, so he was actually making the machine, the instantaneous kinesis. For those of you who don't know, according to this game, instantaneous kinesis is basically teleportation. Disassembling all the molecules in an individual, transport it to a beam of light, or some form of light, and then at your destination, another thing would, you know, reconstitute all the disassembled atoms in your body, so that, you know, you'll be made whole again. And we're talking back in the 1880s, or no, not 1880s, 1890s, roughly the 1900s era. That's where this game is setting on into the real time. If it's on purpose, the answer is yes. You see, here's the thing. I don't know whether it's true or not, but that's back in the day where I went to computer science to do my bachelor's degrees and stuff. And one of my professor, apparently he had worked with Microsoft as a big company. And one of the things he told us as a student is Microsoft do intentionally put some bugs into their software. Not just that, you know, there will always be some form of problems, whatnot, until, you know, it gets too big, and then with an update they're gonna patch the bug and then you know, put another one into it. And the reason behind it is to always entice you to buy a newer version. Like, oh, the old version is not, you know, functioning as expected, so you should be buying the new function because all the problems you had before, which was intentional problem that, you know, Microsoft created, got patched and whatnot in the newer version of Windows, and so on and so forth. And that's why I always had problems with Microsoft products, since I do believe it. If you look a little bit in, you know, their programming and whatnot, that there are something that, you know, you will be questioning as to why they wrote it in certain ways. But I mean, I'm not an expert like my professor, and, you know, he did a PhD in computer science. I only have like a minor bachelor degrees in it, so I wouldn't say my words like 100% the truth. But, you know, I would definitely trust my professor on it. And we're talking back in the days. Do they still do it nowadays? I have absolutely no idea. Like, maybe they changed their models, maybe it's, you know, total bullshit. I don't know about it, but I do have a tendency to say that, you know, sometimes it just looks that way, that whenever they do an update, it might fix this problem, but then you get other problems. I don't know whether it's like a secret for a lot of people and stuff. But I mean, it's not the, you know, I'm talking about as if Microsoft is the only thing, but in Europe, they already, you know, passed a law. Because a lot of, you know, cell phones, they intentionally make the cell phone itself obsolete with the update. And it was found out that it was the truth, so they no longer can do that by law in Europe. And that is by law. So that means that people actually went into the systems and found a thing and used it as a proof in court to show that they did have intentionally made your system obsolete. via an update, via other stuff. In in the span of 3-4 years after you went on the market and stuff, and then like, you know what, your phone is no longer good, so you need to buy a new phone or whatever, the iPad or those kind of things. And people found that out in, well, there must be some really clever people that found it out, of course, but I mean they really have the proof of it, saying, you know what, listen, this is what they did, and that's not okay because I buy a product and it should be mine. Why are they forcing me to have an expiry date on something that should not have an expiry date? Like, no, that's not okay. So they need to stop that, and they won the case in Europe, saying that, you know what, if they have the phone, it should function as it is until if physically it's broken. Why are you making some updates, screwing up things? That's not okay. That is like intentionally breaking other people's own stuff with the other money that they bought because you want to sell them more stuff. That's not okay. If it breaks down after a while because they broke it, that's fine. But intentionally going into someone else's stuff and breaking it and making it obsolete is not okay. That was the point of it. And that was proven. So I'm saying I'm talking about Microsoft, but a lot of people, a lot of big companies still doing stuff. I don't remember a law passing here in North America in general, Canada, US, United States, Mexico for that. But I believe people are actually working on it to see whether there are some ways of doing that still. If they have not already done it, I'm not sure of that, but I'm definitely sure about you. In some country. I mean, that's why I have a lot of problem, going with the flow of buying new stuff every single time, because at the back of my head, I always constantly think about, it's not necessarily because I did something wrong with the iPhone or iPad or something, but simply because they decided that my iPhone, my iPad or whatever is no longer good, so I should change it according to the standard. Whereas before, you buy something like a TV, or you buy something like, I don't know, a washer, and that will last you a lifetime. Why is it someone gonna have to explain it to me nowadays that things are much more expensive compared to back in the day? They don't last even half as long as what I had before, like we were talking about when I was young, so like what, 30 years? And I'm not even gonna start about the environmental impact because that's another debate altogether. How have we advanced so much in technology, and yet all the things breaks down so much quicker than back in the day? Why is that a thing? Like usually when you start doing something, you should improve. You make it last a little bit longer. You make it more, performant, and all those kind of things. No, we are regressing probably. Yes, there's a lot of functionalities on a lot of stuff, and quality of life improvements and whatnot. And half of them, some people don't even use. Like, do you really want to have a fridge that takes picture about what you're mixing and do all those kind of things for you? Like a lot of the function on your new phone, you don't even use it. Like people take pictures, people go surfing on the internet. You really want to have every single little function? Not sure, but at the same time, things break down quickly. I don't know why. Is it because the materials are cheaper? Is it because everything has been, getting smaller so that it's more flimsy? I don't know, but things do definitely get, broken down quicker. I mean, honestly, my washing machine, some people like to program it at a certain hour. Fine, whatever. But I mean, for me, the most important quality of a washing machine is that it washes my clothes. So I don't really care, whether I can, program it, or even whether it has some massaging function to my clothes so that, my clothes feel a little bit more relaxed. I don't really care about that as long as it's clean. I'm looking at some washing machine, nowadays. It even has like a massage function. The hell is that? Like it vibrates. Apparently it vibrates. It vibrates a little more with a little bit of more of a frequency so that, it's a little bit cleaner. How is that a thing? I just want something that wash. What is that? Massage? Even I, the person, the owner of the machine, don't get a massage. Do I need to go inside the washing machine to get a massage? What is that? I'm gonna yell. Listen. I mean, I'm not the one buying the machine, by the way, it's one of my friends, but I was next to him listening to all those kind of explanations from the sellers. And deep down in my head, I have conflicting emotions. Like, at the same time, I want to laugh, and on the other hand, I want to look at the seller like, what are you even? You're trying too hard, bro. Like, no, you're just trying too hard. Hell, what is that? The way the clothes get more attention than my body? Yeah, sure. I mean, listen. If I'm washing my boxer inside that kind of washing machine, I would expect my boxer to pay me back 10 times more. I'm just saying. Like, just wearing those kind of clothes after having been washed in that machine should give me like silky smooth skin just by wearing them. I no longer require any kind of cream or whatever. My life expectancy would be raised by at least 20 years just by wearing those clothes. That's what I would expect. Else I'm not buying that machine. No. Like what? Like, or those kind of clothes that I'm wearing would be attracting all the people just fall in love with me simply by me washing the machine. I'm just saying. It will allow humans to fly free. That is the technology that we have. It's actually suspended by a thin, very strong cable. This model is, yes, but a real aeroplane would actually fly high in the sky. Well, suspended from somewhere even higher in the sky. No, that's not how it is! Because large metal object obviously can really stay in mid-air unsupported. So to you, the solution is ever taller. Oh, there's an arrow. Rivers of arrow. That's more evidence to support my theory. It all goes to show that Trevor was the one pulling the strings behind the scene of the whole scam. Yes, we found some boat. Do we have something up here? We have some pulley system here. Other than that, I don't see anything that I can examine. The lock opened in less than a minute? Ain't no one's giving it to you. Excuse you? That's so rude. There's no sound of anybody on the other side. There is a sound! It went a thud. hurt in the nose. Oh my. Honk, honk, squeak, honk. What is this? Someone is in there. Of course someone is in there. As I said only minutes ago, I can open it. If only it were countenance. I could unlock that door in less than... Fine, open it then. How are you a locksmith as well? There, you may enter. You confuse minutes with seconds. Beyond that door is the engineer you'll see. Prepare for action! I mean, I have Susato. She can do Susato takedown. She fight! She feisty! A bomb? What happened here? That's the question I'm asking. There are footprints on the roof? Is there dynamite right in the metal? Does someone try some burning something? Huh? A set of... There have been no need to muck about trying to investigate all the scrap metal. There's a bomb in the middle. This rope was lying on the floor at the foot of that pillar. You see, but you do not observe, Mr. Naruhodo. What is this? You just steal the entire thing? It's so heavy. It's bolted to the floor. You just steal the floor? There's a green balloon? What is that? Look. No position to command a mess. I suppose it's not quite the same thing. No, it's not. It's not messy in here per se. It's not everything is literally upside down. No reason why. I wanna investigate the dynamite. That's the last one. That dynamite would blow on my face if I investigated. There's some missing pictures. Don't. Found a dynamite in the muddle. Never seen anything like it before. Looks like a bunch of thick cigar wrapped in a large wash. That's a time bomb! So they don't know what a time bomb is back in the day? It explodes after a certain time! But this particular specimen is no time bomb, though I confess it's a very similar appearance. No? Really? What is it then? I see, so that's it. What is it? What do you mean that's it? There are times when I consider my lot most unfair, for I'm fated never to know how it feels to flounder. I sure do want a puzzle possess. But I've learned to accept the hardship that comes with being a great detective, which is... Once again, I can draw two conclusions from the scene we see before us. The first is that the inverted nature of the furniture in this room is the work of Trevor himself, okay? And the second conclusion is that the small device on the floor there is without question completely genuine. Which is, it would be a pleasure. After all, it is a great detective's civic duty to teach Scotland Yard the finer points of the trade. Hello PDB, how you doing? You deflected the Inspector glare with such a fortitude there, Mr. Sean. Well done. You're too kind, my dear madame. I hereby dedicate a great deduction to you. Kindly stand just there, Mr. Sato. I need to go pee-pee. So let me pee. See that this room is completely disarray. How you doing, PDB? Upside down, everything is upside down. As to where and why everything is upside down. Do you know, PDB? Close my window. Let's get a little bit chilly in here. Whew. Chilly. Almost as if every item on the room has been positioned on the ceiling. The question is, why is everything on the ceiling? Gravity? What? Anti-gravity? Suddenly restored to normality? Yo. Anti-gravity device, what's that thing? Mamma mia. That was clearly a requirement for the engineer to be able to restore normal gravity? Weird. We need to look for... Whoa. Yo, I would like to have an anti-gravity. That's not possible! Missing engineer. He went anti-gravity, got out from the roof. So why is there rope? Because of the nearby skyline. Of course, driver's aim was singular to escape. However, there is but one way into this room, accepting the skylight, that is. Escape through the skylight. I mean, can the entire room turn around? That would be more possible. The rope. What? Kung Fu? Don't do Kung Fu. Something is wrong. I mean, anti-gravity device. I'm still not sure. How about Princess Peach? On one end, I do want to buy it because, you know, it's a Mario product, but at the same time, I almost feel like, you know, Yoshi Woolly World. Which kind of sucks. Honestly, it has the same play style from what I'm seeing. From the trailer. I mean, Yoshi Crafted World sucks. Wow, it sucks. I mean, it was very uninspiring for me. So I'm not sure about Princess Peach, honestly. Princess Peach Showtime. When is that gonna come out? I keep forgetting about the date. March 22nd, still tomorrow. Hello, Ali. Hello, DL. It's my day, yes? Send you a pair of anti-gravity boots? Sure. That if I send it to you, you will fly all the way up into the atmosphere, into the outer space. Hiya! You hold it doesn't hinges on it. When you have eliminated the impossible whatever, remember must be the truth. What do you mean whatever? Old timer or no?
Objection!
The rope you found was on the floor, wasn't it? If Mrs. Red had used it to escape in the way you described, wouldn't it still be tied to the wall? I think rather I need to give Mr. Shum the usual little helping hand. I'm sure with some minor correction, the great detective, great deduction will lead us to the truth. I mean, are any of you guys buying? I mean, at this point though, I'm inclined to say I'm not gonna buy Princess Peach. I mean, I will see someone play it. It's not games that I'm missing, like FF7 Rebirth. I'm probably only halfway through. And this game I still have like 2 cases to go on. And of course we still have Splatoon going. So my 3 stream is pretty much taken now. So do I want Princess Peach Showtime? I have a tendency at this point I'm not gonna. You have it 2 days. Is that any good? I mean, let's see with the review what they're gonna say. If it's anywhere around 6, I'm not buying it. I mean, I probably could afford to buy it, but do I want to spend extra money on a game that I probably wouldn't enjoy? No. I mean, you buy it, you tell me. Playing kids game? I mean, Princess Peach and Yoshi game pretty much like very easy in terms of difficulty. Even Mario game I wouldn't consider it hard, but there are some parts of the games that they cater to more hardcore players. So yes, but if you're really comparing Yoshi game, Princess Peach game to the normal Mario game, they are definitely the notch under. But now you have no interest in this? Yeah, sure. It's another Peach game? You are talking as if there's so many Peach games. The last I remember was Super Princess Peach. That was it. I don't remember having any other Peach game. And the first Super Princess Peach was have his own game? Doesn't it have one? Maybe no. I mean, who cares about one? That's like calling Daisy for her own game. I mean, if this room can switch for it, wouldn't it? As the sport games? I mean, even then he's not in this spot. Luigi has 3? Yes, Luigi has all dimensions. Peaches has 2. Mario has plenty. Wario has plenty too. Birdie Daisy, did she get one? You think that? No, Daisy doesn't have one. For the same reason as to why Waluigi doesn't have one. I mean, at this point, you know, you can make every single game out of every single character in the Mario universe. Imagine all the characters need to have a game. Bowser's? Does Bowser have a game? What about Koopa? Pirata Petey? There's a lot of stuff, you know, going on. That's certainly not working per se. shelf. This face here. Not every side character deserves their own game. I mean, Bowser would probably deserve it more than Luigi though. I mean, Bowser in side story has Bowser its name, but Bowser in side story revolves around Mario and Luigi going inside Bowser. So you're not playing as Bowser itself necessarily, but you are more. The story is more linked to Mario and Luigi fixing Bowser. So no, Bowser in side story is not using Bowser as a protagonist. When I see it, why do you have so many, I used to be like that, but a lot of the things I realized with age and stuff, I mean, they are doing an excellent job, by the way, of creating those kind of needs with collector edition plushies that comes with it. A lot of product that, creating a certain form of needs within you. I must have that, I must use this, I must use that. But then, as you age, you see all those kind of neat little things starting to collect dust and just realize that you no longer have any room because you bought so many craps sitting there on the shelf or something. I no longer buy any of those collector editions for the sake of buying it. Either that I'm just like, I don't want to spend money. The heck is this? Now we know this contrivance is not in fact an anti-gravity device. Never meant for auto possibility. It's a bomb! You have 6 salmon keychain. I mean, keychain is not as bad as, plushies. Imagine people collecting plushies. Like big plushies. And they have an entire armada of plushies. What are you gonna do with all those plushies at the end of the day? Or models, scale models, all this kind of scale models. Putting on display. Some people have an entire room of them. What are you gonna do with them? Like what? It's just like a certain form, like I must collect it all, and then eventually maybe I'll be able to sell it. You really, really have to be, having a lot of dedication to just, take care of them first of all, and then eventually, being able to sell it. But then at the same time, since you're a collector, you would never, sell it to someone unless they're paying you millions. That would be years from now, like years. I was just obsessed with gnomes. You literally had over 20 different places, one for each. It's getting crazy. Being able to sell your item is a big lie. I mean, there are some really lucky people who are big collectors. Then you are able to sell it, yes, but is it gonna be that though? That's another story. Why? Why do I have to find a gnome? It's Easter. This is not an antique. Safe from take that! And one for St. Patrick's? What about this? Custom name tag they have. The heck is that? Is that a real thing? Custom Splatoon 3 keychain become another region. Don't they have it? I have so many keychains, I don't even know what. I mean, they have it at Etsy. It's not a thing. Is that really? Yeah. I mean, they probably are going for some of the Apple product. I mean, if you go to the video game convention, you might be able to get like an official one from Nintendo. We have a Nintendo store. We do have a Nintendo store. Oh, I don't think they are doing custom. Apparel and accessories. Face maybe? Egg. Trousers? Isabel? I mean, I see a Super Mario Home Collection kitchen apron. Hey Ali, do you wanna cook some spaghetti? I do see a lot of Marios. Daruk, yo, Breath of the Wild Daruk, $168. So expensive. Plus, it's only like 9 Splatoon products. Splatoon 3 graffiti playing cards. We have Splatoon 3 collection. That sucks. What is this? Black hoodies. Oh gosh, cool. I mean, I guess at Uniqlo they do have what's here? Graphic tee. They do have quite that's fun. Actually one good shirt I'm seeing. Yeah, but we don't have it. I think it's a Japanese thing. I mean, Japan always had, you know, a lot of stuff that we don't have. In North. And to the same extent, since Hong Kong quite close to Japan, they do get all sorts of Japanese merchandise that we don't see. Which is a shame. They need to, because you know, I mean, even Europe. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about Europe. I don't know too much about the merchandise going to Europe. But they're definitely like Europe and here is North America. They do have a big market here. So they should be able to. They really wanted to. But I don't see why they are not able to. They only cater to Asia. It almost seems like they voluntarily miss this big market. Not. You know what I mean? Like, people will spend money on it. And proof is the Nintendo store at New York. I think they are faring quite decently, if not very good. The shortest end of the stick. I remember telling me how if it is in London, then anyone in Europe isn't getting much at all.
Take that!
Golden egg pancake. I mean, we're not getting that much too. And as far as I'm concerned, we don't even have that many Nintendo store, like physical store, not the e-store we're talking about. I just want to see Nintendo store location. Not that many. So why are they not doing Nintendo Store? Super Nintendo World Store. I guess they come with Super Nintendo, but there's like Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka. Oh, they're not that many Nintendo Store. I'm surprised. But they do have Nintendo World. So I guess there is one in New York, one in California. Very soonish, we would have a Nintendo Store. Super Nintendo World of Florida? Mario Cafe is where is that? Israel. What's that? Israel then. So yeah, Mario Cafe and Store is Universal Studio Japan. Okay, so that's the Japan version of the Nintendo Store. But you know, other than that, though, why are they not opening that many stores? Before Chicago? No, Chicago is a home. Chicago is a hole. Yo, why are they? Grinch? Their shoes.
Take that!
I mean, Orlando, Florida is where everything is. They have Universal Studio, they have the Disney over there. That's where everything is. Where is Chicago? Who wants Chicago? I mean, DL is quite close to California. Red Velvet pancakes? Just go to IHOP. I mean, I just ate a dark chocolate egg. Some fruits in between. Filled with sweets today. So I won't be eating any red velvet cake. So technically DL can go to California and buy some Marioware. I mean, I can too, since technically... How far are you from New York, Ali? We're talking about driving. Like what, 12 hours? I mean, I'm bad with cooking or any other form of patient. If you want to get intoxicated, you could go if you wanted. About 12 hours, so technically I'm closer to New York than you are. This is from my place is like 7 hours, 8ish. You have a lot of congestions. But then I never go to Manhattan. I don't like going to Manhattan Island with my car, so I will probably get in a hotel somewhere else and then just take the subway away. Reaching intended destination. Crossword? What?
Take that!
That's not it. Balloon. Oh shit. Through the entirety of Pennsylvania. Yeah, Pennsylvania sucks. Oh, I do lose point. I mean, it would be the crossbow. It didn't work, so why are you still trying to fix your computer like it?
Take that!
Why is that shoes? We're talking about going to a Nintendo store. What the? Oh! That's the head! Why is there a head here? We found the head! The mask that is shut tightly and fastened with a strong and quite impenetrable lock. Wanna see? Waxwork model? Does that mean? Oh my goodness! To compete in the Nintendo event? No. Imagine the insane gas prize? It's not that bad. I mean, 12 hour would be what, 2 full time? Most 3 depending on how much your car uses. So a couple of hundred, that's it. Which would pretty much be the same as to, you know, a plane ticket to my place. Beyond, let's say, 200 almost. It's about the same price, honestly. I drive there. It's like 2 full tanks. I have to stop somewhere in the middle just to get it. And of course over there, if I'm gonna have to drive, then maybe I'll count another. That's another story. To sleep in a car or motel? If I go to Nintendo store? No, I don't have to. I mean, not New York Times Square Nintendo store. If I'm driving all the way to Nintendo World at California, that's something else. Then I have to sleep somewhere. Even if the Orlando one is gonna open, I probably need to sleep somewhere in between. If I'm driving all the way there. I mean, I won't be driving, honestly. I mean, I did before, driving all the way to Orlando. It takes me roughly like 22 hours if I don't stop at all. 20 hours, maybe 21, 20 hours at all. But I do a lot of stuff. Like, no, I'm not driving 20 hours. So I did the multiple stops and Chisholm. But if I'm going to... you know, New York, I definitely don't need to stop. It's 7-hour drive. No. Even if I stop midway just to eat food, I should be able to. It's not even a problem. You're heading to California by driving? Are you driving? I don't have boobs like her.
Take that!
Four, 3, 2, 5, 8, 2. Still inside the snake. Peach isn't anything like Chunky. No, she isn't until you see the new game. She does transform herself into some form of Kung Fu master. In the new game, that is Princess Peach Showtime. Tiger do anything for me? Oh, no. Tiger don't do anything. Except you're not asking me for pets and whatnot. Hello there, sir. Tiger being lazy? Tiger's always lazy. What the? What are you breakdancing for? What the? Cuddles up to me? I mean, he just likes to lay down on me, but he does not like to fuck me. But, no, he would not sleep with me or anything. After a while, he's just like, peasant, I'm gonna go. I will be delighted to answer your many questions. What the? What kind of arm does he have? Personally, I would advise that you deactivate my little park cell first. The next level. Time bomb. Gearing up to die with me then? Is that why you went into the safe? Are you trying to help us get a kill or get us killed? Yo, listen. Listen! I almost blew up to my face. Oh my. Domes, you stupid. About me, haven't you? No need to screw me down any further. Everything in here is precisely what it seems. It is. How you were able to locate my workshop? I was not expecting. I knew it was time to blow whistling. That would have been me. For some reason, I woke in fine better today. Rexon, can you kill Jones? I feel as if Sholmes the driver will most likely have to pose. You think so? I mean, one is like a mechanical break dancer. The other one is just classical ballet. I hope to exit the room, but sadly the road was too short, so I then said I was searching for the combination code to open the safe. You failed to retrieve the head from the balloon among the raft. I have no intention of being nailed by the police. Ali is playing Splatoon 3. That's what it says. Ali, you're playing Splatoon 3. Please, why do you suppose I choose to hide inside a safe? Because the safe will protect from the bomb? Dynamite would have leave a scratch on it. Oh. I invite you to look more closely. Inside you can actually open. But he's kind of like a small safe though, even though he could get inside. He's quite a tall man too. Damn. What about the air? Air must go in as well. That was unforeseen. Calculate the time required for retreat to a safe distance and set the device accordingly. But your seemingly endless discourse in here threw a spanner in the work. You almost forgot tomorrow is Splatfest. I mean, it's one of those Splatfests that you have to drop guitar or work. Whatever it is, I guess. That's no ordinary head. That's the head of the professor, clad in a mask with a lock so strong I'm unable to open it safely to refute the killers at it. No one has seen it though. Dr. Sith! So the forensic investigation team are here. And you know full well this engineer is a key witness. Witness? You lot, leave at once! My dear madame, there's no need for such a threatening tone, and I assure you. After all, that's no way to greet a no acquaintance, is it, Dr. Sith? Hello, shows. Oh, wow. If it's protecting the machine next door that's causing such a sour expression on your face, you're quite misguided. It's really nothing more than a shell. Get out! Oh, Supa is playing Mario Maker too. We'll show us after the door. See, you haven't softened at all, Mr. Naruhoda. It would appear that our delightful, entertaining investigation have run their course for today. Let us leave this place in the doctor's capable hands. A new investigation team. Forensic investigation. Forensic science investigation, I should say. Totally new, brand new, so new that we don't even know what she does. What kind of method? We don't know. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to offend. You're quite right, of course. You did disarm the time bomb, didn't you? There's another one? Boom! Oh, there is another time. Oh no! Officers! No one found that time bomb? Wow. It was an hour later we heard of the news of the enormous explosion that ripped through the experimental stage at the Great Exhibition. Professor Harebrain's invention and all its secrets were blown away forever. Oh crap. What have you done? Ali, what have you done? Or is that PDB? PDB! You blew up the stage! Oh, my back. Go grab a drink. My Coca-Cola is not doing anything good for me now. I don't even know what this is, but I'm gonna drink it. Ow, gross. Oh, milk tea. What? Gosh. Bubba tea. So made a little bit of a mess. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Made a mess. I don't have the straw for the bubba tea though. It's also unsweetened. Yes. What am I supposed to do? It's unsweetened. I don't know. You made a huge mess. Help. Help. It's a huge mess. No. Well. Okay. But I mean, it's bubble tea. I don't have the straw for it though. Spice Coca-Cola? I do? Why? Well, now. I think I've been pranked. I don't find the straws. Someone bought me some bubble tea with tapioca, big ass tapioca in the drink. But I don't have any straw for that. Not my small ass straw that can put up tapioca. What am I supposed to do now? Look at this. Like there's a tapioca there. But it just doesn't go through the straw. How am I supposed to drink this thing? How am I supposed to drink this thing? How am I supposed to drink it? It's stupid. This is stupid. It's making a mess. How am I gonna fix that? Oh, it's making me do jobs now. I hate it. What is this? Not working at all. Not a straw, not a drink. Sorry about that, guys. In a second. Fixing a drinking problem. Go strawless? Strawless. I am going strawless, but at the same time, the thing is there are tapioca down at the bottom. So it's also unsweetened. So I need to sweeten it myself. Preparing a little bit of a concoction. I'll mix it inside with all the sugar. This is a mess. Going strawless is a mess too. Use a spoon for that? I don't have a spoon long enough for it. Look at it. This is a big ass cup. My spoon. That's how long it is. That's how long a spoon is. Look at the cup. Look at the cup. I mean, I just sweetened it, so it should be fine. I made some syrup myself. As if I'm eating cereals. Listen. Listen. This is a mess. If you were listening, Joshie, to me, you would have heard me say hello to you, Joshie, before I actually went for my drink. But of course, no one listened to me and then started to complain to me after so many times that I've said hi to you, Joshie. How about you go listen to me first before you complain? Or wound up back the stream. Your headphone went loud, then don't blame it on me. Blame it on your headphone. Slurp that sucker out. I'm spending like 15 minutes fixing my car. You thought you went deaf? Sean, I no longer lead you. Oh wait. It's so quiet in your house. Yeah. Or better yet, just raise the stupid volume, Yoshi. Oh gosh, that's a little bit too sweet for me. Now my tea is a little bit too sweet for me, help. I mean, I guess it's bearable. I put too much sugar in it. Who the heck buy unsweetened bubble tea? Who the heck does that? You know, I've been pranked for my birthday. They want to see me do it without a straw or something. I'm gonna eat it like a cereal or something. That later. It's pissing me off. You had a nice massage yesterday? I won't want to. The paperwork. Got soreness all day? Yeah, that's, you know, a deep massage, that's what. Healers are top series. See, that's stupid. Open this too. Yoshi, I will put you inside this mess. I want to see the head inside. I can't. that shit. I mean, back in the day, they used photographs like that. But why is there blood on the camera? Yoshi, who did you kill? Why is there blood there? Booty massage hurt. Yoshi, you killed someone, didn't you? Condemned prisoner redacted for confidentiality. A pseudonym, the professor, death by hanging, confirmed at midnight, 17th of June. Courtney Stephen. Doesn't say anything. Trevor. Don't think you like that? Well, I'm not asking whether you like it. No, I'm just gonna put you inside a mask. That's all. Also, use the elbow when they do the booty massage. Otherwise, it doesn't go deep enough. I mean, no, they would not trinkle your little hole there. That's some other form of massage. I mean, it does alleviate. There's a lot of nerves on the booty part. You get cramps. I do ask them to do it. Go deep inside it and get that little knot. Joshi, who stand accused of murder. Joshi, guilty. The defense is ready, my lord. Problem is, Lord Benzikas is apprentice with him, is apprentice with memory loss. Rude, you rude! You kill someone, you rude! Oh yes, my apprentice and assistant. The prosecution believes today's proceeding will see complexity of this case arise considerably. Ali did it. Ali! What do you have to say about those accusations from Joshi? So very well, the prosecution has done a fine job in responding to the demand of the court. Yesterday, I understand you have successfully secured the engineer who disappeared from the scene on the day in question. I intend to call him as a witness today. What witness? Now then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury who have been chosen at the random to represent the will of the people in this courtroom today, are you ready and willing to proceed? Of course, my lord. Oh, that's Ali. There you go. Ali's part of the jury. She's juror number 2. Take a man's life, conjuring trick. It is against the magician code, not to mention the law. A fake scientist should feel the wrath of the god, if you ask me. Oh, this is Ali, juror number 5. I mean, look, she eats exactly like Ali. It's the same! Stop denying! That's how you eat! Alright, yesterday at the Great Exhibition ground, the evidence of primary importance in this case, the super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine, was deliberately destroyed in an explosion affected by an unknown person or persons. Guess what exploded? This is an outrage! It is. Eating corn like that is crazy, but that's how Ali eats it. You have a problem with that? It's grave news yesterday. Scotland Yard submitted a report to my office in the evening. I read that the machine was blasted to smithereens and the wreckage reduces to ashes in flame. I have here a photographic print of the scene taken in the wake of the explosion. There is actually a trapdoor that opens up downward. Oh wow, there is actually a hole there that opens up downward, sucking the thing up. So that's how he disappeared from the scenes. You do not need to photograph it. Late yesterday afternoon, the protection afforded to the machine by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act was revoked. However, before thorough investigation could begin, the invention was obliterated from existence. As such, this will become a very different trial. As it stands now, with no evidence on which to draw meaningful conclusion, the authenticity of the kinesis machine will remain forever in obscurity. Right, a most unfortunate state of affair. However, one thing remains clear: the victim's death was the result of the actions of the accused. Of that we can be certain. How? Well, it was the accused himself who was operating the machine and who ultimately causes its loss of control.
Objection!
As Lord Van Zeeks rightly says, this is a very different trial. The accused accepts responsibility for his part in the event that transpired. He acknowledges that Mr. Asman died as a result of an accident caused by his machine malfunction. However, unbeknownst to the professor, he was being deliberately deceived by a pair of very clever fraudsters. The engineer, Mr. Enoch Drever, and the victim himself, Mr. Odie Asman. So what exactly were those two men up to behind the defendant's back? The defendant intended to expose that information and thus establishing the unequivocal innocence of the defendant. So he's getting much more assertive as a lawyer, pointing fingers like, Joshi, guilty! You have been sentenced to wear that mask from before. And thus, from now on, you shall be called the Man with an Iron Mask. That's actually a movie. Hard to pin down, I would say. What? They are currently being investigated in connection with another case, the death of a wax model. Is it the most extraordinary sounding business? You're familiar with the public experiment carried out at the Great Exhibition some days ago. to accuse of poor high voltage. Instantaneous kinesis demonstration! Yes, I made a machine! There was a terrible accident, wasn't there? My mommy cooked mac and cheese earlier. That stuff is hard to make. Mac and cheese is hard to make.
Objection!
It's not that hard.
Objection!
Stuff it inside a pot with all the cheese inside. You're fine. All that was shown during yesterday's proceeding. Better use the stove. Actually, no. Some people like to have a little bit of cheese on the top with an oven. Okay, mixed with all the cheese, different blends of cheese. And then voila! Some people like put whipped cream, some people put other stuff in it. After you do that, you put a little bit of cheese on top and you put it in the oven for a couple minutes. You should have like perfect cheese. If the whole show was a fraud, it would have required double body double. Tell me, did the victim have a twin? While the spectators saw the birdcage appear above their head and then crash headfirst into the tower, terrible accident. Perhaps the signs of which the machine was built of false alarm. You try it sometime, try it. It's a basic conjuring principle. The deception cannot be achieved without substituting the original with a fake at some point in the performance. But would I be right in saying you haven't managed to establish anything along those lines? Wanna bet? So I confirmed that Mr. Asman had no twin siblings. Alright, I'll try to find the body double, as I know already, I know the body double. It's a wax figure. As evidence, the police found this Royal Society trophy for young talent inside there. Is that his stuff? Question. Doesn't seem like it's anyone else. Royal Society doesn't have a name. Could be anything. The next time I thought she was gonna choke you out. Now you make me want to go have a massage because my back is actually killing me. But then no one manages to fix my back. Not a chiropractor, not a physiotherapist, not a massage therapist, no one. You do it? You pay me to, you know, massage me.
Hold it!
According to the husband himself, not really by chance. I've seen this mentioned in the paper, that's all, but I have no interest in his private affair. If he was an unscrupulous investor, it was no concern of mine. As long as people pay their bills, I take out my tools and construct what they ask for. So why did Mr. Asman approach you in particular? Haha! Who can say? I presume because my name is associated with excellence in engineering. Excellence is fraud. Froster! Hard to vouch. But the point is, all I did was construct a machine according to the blueprint. Do I still have the blueprint? I mean, it was half burned, but I should still be able to make up some of it, right? But then I don't have it. You might say that. Professor Hairbrain certainly has a mind like no other. What is the...
Hold it!
And the whatever comes along. But your implication is that I furnished the machine with some trickery, I think. Machine has been blown to kingdom's come. So there's really nothing left to explore, is there? There it is. Time explosive device of some kind, and there's nothing left of that device either. Not a single shred of evidence remaining ahead. But in any case, it's abundantly clear that the experiment couldn't have been a trick. If the whole show was a fraud, it would have required a body double. Tell me, did the victim have a twin? Are we going that route?
Objection!
About Dune? Which Dune? The new one? Or the old one? The 1980 one? I mean, the first one was okay. The one from 2021, yeah, it was okay. I didn't hate it, I didn't love it. It was okay. But I mean, it's a lot of, you know, cliffhanger. That's the thing. So I wouldn't judge it just by that movie alone. Definitely a lot of cliffhanger. I did not see the second one yet, because I did not have time to go look at it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the cinema.
Hold it!
Definitely not gonna go to the cinema. I will wait for Blu-ray or streaming service to come out and go watch it. I mean, I'm not well versed into the Dune saga. I mean, I read some of the things, like it spans a couple of generations, and they're taking a specific book era for the Dune movies, but definitely much more than what we see on the film. Like the son and the grandson and the grand-grandson and yada yada yada, it goes on so on and so forth. The books. The victim was broken from a headlong fall, wasn't it? Go see it, you hope it's good. I heard it was good. DVD cabinet? Not yet, although was such a thing getting a bit determined. What What we do know is that the victim died having sustained both injury at some point during the experiment, and since it was found in the birdcage with his neck broken, it's obvious that he fell from a considerable height.
Hold it!
So you understood the science, didn't you? As I've said a number of times, I'm an engineer. My job is to manufacture according to the blueprints I'm given. I would be inviting manifold problems if I foolishly allow my brain to digest the ideas behind it. I could be accused of stealing those ideas, for example, but how is it possible to construct a machine without really understanding the principle it relies on? Well, you're practicing law without really understanding the principle it relies on, aren't you? A very good point. I mean, the point is that the experiment resulting in instantaneous kinesis taking place and such that science must be sound. And really, experimental results are all that matters when it comes to proving a hypothesis. Piled up on your shelf, there should be a ton. Sell it, Joshy, sell them all! You don't have a need for all those DVDs. You wanna sell it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of them you watch less, so much less than others. If not, like, you're just not stuck in a corner somewhere that you totally forgot. Years on, then you remember. I don't know. Why do I need to present something? That's weird.
Objection!
No, that's not it. And exactly, you hoard stuff. You have no need for it, you just hoard it. Okay, where do I need to?
Objection!
You want to marry your DVD? I don't know what I'm gonna do. These cases in the second game is definitely getting harder. You're gonna kiss one with Jennifer Lawrence on the front? There are so many.
Objection!
That's not it either. What am I pressing? Hunger Game one? Not the Passenger one? Passengers was a good movie from Jennifer Lawrence.
Hold it!
You don't think you saw that one? The one with Chris Pratt in it?
Objection!
They're pretty much like, you know, Passengers with a spacecraft going through the space towards the destination because Earth is dying, so human is trying to find a new place to call home, but unfortunately they are quite far away. So most of the human on board that spacecraft has been put on hibernation, but somehow these two, Chris Pratt, has been awoken due to an anomaly in the spacecraft, which I'm not gonna tell you, but the synopsis is that he woke up and then he was alone because all the other people are still in hibernation and whatnot. So this spacecraft was supposed to wake up all the human inside when they approach the destination a couple of years before, so that they have time to get used to back to being alive, awakened. Bit a loss of amenity on the board. At first it was all good, but after that, he was feeling lonely, so he woke, he sort of like woke up, Jennifer Lawrence, and after that, the rest of the story goes on. It's a decent movie. I liked it. But I like a lot of, space related things, like aliens, predators. Interstellar. I mean, Interstellar was a real film. Yeah, exactly like Interstellar. I knew there was a hole that opens up. ISS movie that came out a few months ago? What is the name of that?
Objection!
It's the base though. ISS? No, I have not seen it. Following the explosion, it fell some 30 feet into the glass of the tower. That level of damage is to be expected, surely. Yes, I agree. The damage itself isn't sound understandable. What doesn't make sense is the location of that damage. Boink. On the breakage in the wood base of the breakage, not on the top. My lord, the birdcage that was at the scene is damaged at its base, not the head, right? So we have report of the birdcage falling headlong into the crystal tower, yet the damage is at the bottom. The only way to reconcile those two facts is to accept that there were two birdcages in play that day, which were at some point switched. What was an experiment? But another piece of stage trickery! Yeah! I mean, I must say though, for movies, I mean, at least since COVID, or even before that, I've been a little bit lazy with my movie knowledge.
Objection!
Whereas before, I keep watching movies over many movies. That was back in the 2000 era, all the way up until 2010. And after that, I got a little bit lazy. I still sort of follow it, and then after that, everything went haywire with COVID. So I don't watch that many movies nowadays. Especially things is getting a little bit expensive going to cinema. The price is raising up like crazy. Especially when I'm one of those people who, if I'm gonna go to a cinema,
Objection!
I want everything from it. definitely like, you know, if you have IMAX for that movie, I'm getting that IMAX. They have like a special IMAX, I don't even remember what it's called, and I'm getting that. Well, that would be like a $30 ticket, you know? $30 ticket! Whereas before I can go to IMAX for like $16? That means I get to see 2 movies instead of 1. And we're not talking like 30 years ago, we're talking a mere amount of 10 years space of time. Everything is raising a lot. I mean, they are doing a lot of novelty IMAX things, better sound quality, better, you know, images, visual images and whatnot, but still. I mean, one that I do want though is a cinema that would serve, you know, couches, well not couches, like beds and stuff, because I heard that it is a thing that is going on in Asia and even Europe, that one of the cinema actually have beds and whatnot. Of course you're not gonna go there and, you know, do naughties and stuff, but you know, being able to lie down in a bed, I feel like that would fix my problem always constantly going to the bathroom. And when I go to the cinema, I always have the urge to pee. I mean, then maybe I'll be willing to pay a little bit more. I mean, am I actually allowed to lie down having all those kind of things? First of all, you know it's bed, so I can pass in front of people quite easily because they are on the bed. Instead of having their leg dangle out, I have to push them. Well, it should be easier at least going to the washroom without disturbing people. Well, at least I think so. I mean, you can, you know, Google search some of those cinemas. It seems like it's easier. Because there's nowhere else 30 feet high for the birdcage to have fallen. Well, that's also a sad thing. Somehow I feel sad for the people who are open in the cinema, like the entire cinema is like empty. It's good for me, because you know, I get to have the entire room for myself, but it's certainly not good for the people who are operating the cinema, which is a little bit sad. I almost feel like, you know, they are gonna disappear eventually.
Hold it!
The victim was alive on the stage in front of him. feet? The point of impact on the tower was 30 feet. What is it? Only all the spectators they saw it. The birdcage point at 30 feet through the air. 30 feet. There are no other places. Is there really no other places? Thinking real hard here.
Objection!
No, that's not it. That's not what I want to do. So what are we going? What are we going for here in this one? This part. So 30 feet, the kinesis clearly took place because there's nowhere else 30 feet high for the birdcage to have fallen from. Now the question is there another places? What about that place?
Objection!
Yeah, what about that place? See, that is one other possible location from the fallen. From the rooftop of that building. Going all the way up there? Cannot even move them.
Take that! Objection!
No, that's not it. From the balloon, right? It's not letting me to go up there. I thought it was from the building.
Objection!
It is not. Let me save here. I'm doing a lot of guesswork because some of the logic here is a little stretch.
Take that! Objection!
No, it's not. So where has it fallen? Weird. Or tower itself?
Take that!
Yeah, 30 feet of this height. What time am I streaming still? I don't know. I would like to finish this case.
Objection!
The stage still stand. The take a bullet of the fossil still following the yesterday explosion. There's a giant hole there. Oh. You need more caffeine? Blown open by the force of the explosion that destroyed the rest of the machine. The defense called for the space below the stage to be investigated immediately. You might open a root beer. Does root beer have caffeine? Definitely not much. Driver! It was you who built the kinesis machine, which means that it was you who built the two barricades that were used to carry out this deception. How dare you? Joshi! Only 1 mg of caffeine in root beer? Really? That's a lot. I think he mad. Grr, Joshi, you mad?
Objection!
Object me. $81 milligrams, see? You're full of caffeine? Then stop drinking all the caffeine.
Objection!
That doesn't bolster your case at all. The man who disappeared from the station, the man who crashed into that one in the same. I have here a contract provided by the witness, which is the contract into which Mr. Driver entered the victim. The driver is to receive 30% of all remuneration from government grants or other income. Gotta turn on the heater? Both contracting parties alive. If either of us were to die, the contract will become null and void. So you see, I had nothing to gain from Mr. Asmus. That diametric opposite. Possibly, Mr. having done as you suggest is nil. I wondered. It's so cold, it's not cold. Look at me. I think it's cold, it's not cold at all. So hot. The investor, Mr. Omen, hereby entered into contract with provider Mr. Inner to fund labor and material for both contracting parties. Give me the decimal of the machine bill and instead my reputation is defiled. But the prosecution counter has set the record straight at me.
Objection!
At the beginning of this trial, we believed that there was only one birdcage, yet now we know there must have been two. In other words, there was more to demonstration than we realized at first. I think it's abundantly clear that the same applies to the culprit. The stage demonstration was constructed and set up entirely by you, Mr. Trevor. Therefore, it's inconceivable that you had no hand in the event that transpired. But 60s weathers? Someone else was involved.
Objection!
For what's to come, show me the accomplice, even if he really is the culprit here. Isn't Zori one matter? Yo, I would move to your place, if not for... you know, for the... how would I say that? Unknown future president and the instabilities that would entail. Also, you know, the state has been crazy lately with all the shooting. And a lot of crazy people in the state right now. Do I have a name for that? An accomplice?
Take that!
It's not him, I guess. Who would that be?
Take that!
No, it's not this person. I'm just gonna name every single person. If I go shopping for flour this way, then do some replanting. Yeah, it's a little bit early for me. As you can see from the temperature, it's still, you know, snowing outside.
Take that!
No, it's not that one either. You gonna have your mom in the garden this year? Who would that be?
Take that!
It's...
Take that!
You know what? I don't know. This, I have a feeling it's not exactly a person. So where I'm at? Should I name the accomplice? The lady?
Take that!
Oh, it is different. Then every single person is against me. Oh gosh. It's the head of the forensic science team? Dr. Courtney Sid? Where else could have switch occurred? It could only have been in that team's present. Dang. We are actually going that route. So we are actually blaming it on the police? Corrupted police or coroner? Yo. That is... My learned friend's imagination appeared to go wilder than the East End at night. One which the prosecution better address at once, which is, what are your proofs? Had those pots for a few months now? But I don't know if I got an answer to this. Yes, I do. Present the evidence. Oh, now we're seeing learned friend as well. He's getting cocky. Stop banging on the table! Why is everyone banging on the table?
Take that!
Was the wax figure? Oh, cracked? The pots are cracked? I buy new pots. Why is there wax figure there?
Objection! Objection!
If you want to know why, ask Mr. Drabber. Abducted this model from Madame Tussbaum. 2 days after the incident at the Great Exhibition, he returned it to the museum. first I couldn't see why Mr. Trevor had stolen the wax rod and given it back, but now the reason is clear. He took it so that he could put it inside the second birdcage as a body double for Mr. Assman! You did, didn't you?
Objection!
Objection! All over the place. Objecting. Death and black metal, that stuff is crazy, so loud and so violent. Stop listening to violent stuff.
Objection!
Oh no, they have reached an agreement already, shit.
Guilty!
What?
Guilty!
Oh, you...
Guilty!
What?
Guilty!
Why are you saying guilty?
Guilty!
Kill me!
Oh gosh. Why have you decided that they... What? Alright, summation. Josh went evil because he didn't know any. He's always evil. You both are so rude. You rude. You are listening to evil stuff. Spewing out evil words. Never be an accomplice to anything? It's utter nonsense to think those two would ever be conniving with one another. Oh dear, this is most troubling, but surely the waxwork the most nothing to do with the coroner? I've had my own problems with members of the police. I do not trust them much. Why? I've seen no rigorous proof that this waxwork was ever inside a bird's cage. It's conjecture. Using someone without right evidence? Oh, hold on. I mean, it was fallen from up there. No one could have seen his face. And even then, it's inside a metal mask. An iron mask. How are you gonna do that? But I feel as though there's a specific reason why it has to be. Yeah, well, the face maybe, I don't know. Oh, maybe because the professor never died. It was actually Odie Osman. So the body did get switched 10 years ago. Oh shoot. Okay. Alright, now the juror number 3 definitely had me going. I wanna press juror.
Hold it!
Why do you have a problem? We have run into each other on numerous occasions while I've been performing on the street. problem is that artists such as myself cannot appear on stage as we work in close proximity to our audience. So we perform a great magic in park, on street corner, and the like. But the police use any excuse to make our life difficult.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say? Gonna go to sleep, no problem, Dio. Perhaps we could go move on. I was really wondering if you had something you wanted to add in response to what juror number 3 just said. Clearly you do. Back in my days, back in the good old days, it wasn't like this. We work our finger to the bone to earn the public trust. We did it by love, we earned it. People respected us back then, okay? No one would call a coroner into question in them days. A coroner as well was the hallmark of an investigation done right, especially when Dr. Courtney Stevens.
Hold it!
Did you call her Courtney Stevens? Sorry, got a bit carried away there. Stevens is Dr. Sis' maiden name. Oh. Point is, those were great days of policing, not like now. But do you think you could change your statement to include that name? A legendary coroner. So
Hold it!
oh shit. Yeah, but now we have something though. If her name is Courtney Stevens, then she would be the coroner from the case 10 years ago. I have a feeling that Odie Osmond was the professor. Either that or we have the professor in front of us. We're talking about the wax. Okay, let's pick you. Get you.
Objection!
Okay. I'm afraid I failed to see what you mean. Dr. C's maiden name is Steven, and through that name, the coroner is very definitely linked to the waxwork of the killer. The defense has evidence. I do, actually.
Take that!
The name. The killer known as the Professor. So that's right, this is the certification of death that was drawn up after Convict's execution. The identity of the killer was never made public, so the report gives few detail, but what is important is the name of the coroner who wrote it. Dr. Courtney Stevens. Was conducted by Dr. Sif 10 years ago. A few days ago, Mr. Drebber very deliberately stole the waxwell of a professor from Madame Tostel. A waxwell that doesn't in fact resemble the victim, Mr. Asman, at all. I do, actually, I do. Alright, that's one. That's this in the end. Change it. Thank you. And I also have something.
Hold it!
Given that this creature appeared from the mist and explosion, there have been no need to use a real person, but if it walks right behind the culprit would at least have some reason to make it look like a victim. Evil always win? No. The point is, if you're going to make a claim about that wax being inside a birdcage, you need to give me some evidence. I do. I do. Perhaps that means his mind could change. It will manage to present a suitable evidence. I do. I have a piece of glass. I have evidence. You're a good Joshi, you're not. You'll listen to, you know, death metal. So you don't trust anyone in black. Looking in the mirror must be very trying. Oh no. I do have some evidence. Yes, I do. Give me this one.
Take that!
Pieces of glass. It's a piece of the broken glass that we found inside the jacket on the waxwork. As you say, it's not ordinary glass, though it's very thick and clearly made for extra strength, much like the special glass that was developed for the construction of the Crystal Tower. So exactly, the central piece of the Great Exhibition where the very incident was taking place on the day in question, the birdcage fell from above, smashed through the window of that special glass. From whence the small piece originated, is that it? Precisely, so what do you say? Is that proof enough for you, old fart? I only trust men in white coats as a rule, however, when the reasoning is sound, it's fair to say color shouldn't come into it. In light of what you've shown me, yes, I feel obliged to change my position on the matter. Great. You will amend your statement now. Oh, he's not only amended. So I guess I can pin this. Fine.
Objection!
Yes, you, girl. The accusation that Waxman was inside the second button on the collision is not without supporting it. Sit down beside you. So yes. I have proof. I have proof that Joshi killed it. You didn't follow the argument. Of course you don't. It would be wrong of me as a man of science not to pursue the matter further. Yeah, change it! Change your stance. What about the girl? What about Ali? Ali, change your stance too. If this brainish animal says it right, it must be right. I wouldn't dream of fooling us and calling Cobb or anyone who's stuffing between the ears. Ali the ever follower. You can call it that. Yes, okay. The jury's overall leaning has changed. 2 jurors now call guilty against 4 who call not guilty. Accordingly, the court has failed to reach a consensus at this time, and the trial must continue. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. The waxwork of the despicable professor used as a body double for the victim is quite extraordinary case. I must say it's extremely hard to believe the assertion could be possibly true. However, it would appear that it does at least warrant further investigation. It's the waxwork of the professor that links Mr. Driver to Dr. Steed, and I'm convinced that there's a special significance to that link. I don't know what you are hoping to prove, lad. I really don't. The truth, sir, by using evidence and tests. If the court is to delve deeper into the alleged involvement of waxwork in this case, then the prosecution called for the owner of the model to be summoned as a witness. We are gonna Madame Tussbell, right? The Lord Renzik will object to this whole line of inquiry. We can arrange for Madame Tussbell to appear as a witness with immediate effect. Okay, sure. Yeah, what do you want? You should know that you're on the brink of opening Pandora's box. The court shall now adjourn for 45 minutes. During that time, the prosecution will summon the new witness and prepare her for taking a stand. What a big warning we have. Pandora's box. Oh, save point. So we have another entire trial to do, part 4. Okay, so I'm not gonna do part 4. I wish that I would, end this case today, but apparently I've been dwindling a lot because of my drink not working, but also because of the first part, the investigation part that I was doing whatever all over the place. I just didn't know where to go, but now I do. So it's slowly moving. I almost feel like today I did not move forward a lot, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get stuck in stuff in this game and you just don't know what to do. And a lot of clues and evidence is definitely not that, clear to me, especially with, the investigative forensic coroner that was put into the case. I mean, there were no evidence whatsoever, but now that they are saying it like that, I guess she's the only one who can move the body around like that without getting noticed by anyone. But it is what it is. So I definitely it's past 5 a.m. now, so if I'm gonna do part 4 of the trial, I'll probably be way past 6 a.m. which I don't want to do. So I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'll be seeing you guys back on Friday for some Splatfest, alright? And I'll definitely continue this game. Like I said, I wish to finish this case today, but apparently there's still much to do here, so not gonna happen, is what I'm telling you. But hey, like I said, it is like that sometimes. Alright guys, do take care until I see you guys on Friday with some Splatfest. And if you guys are wondering what team I pick on Splatfest and want to play with me, I pick Team Keyboard or Piano. Alright? So that's what we're gonna do on Friday. So until then though guys, bye now.